Hello again. Happy Monday. How have you been doing so far? I wish you a great new week. Tomorrow is almost December, 1st of December. But let me know where you're watching me from. This is the VShow Live. We're on today 15th. We're in the middle exactly of this process. So already 15 webinars exclusively for you. You can find them in your email if you subscribe. So definitely subscribe in the link that you see on your screen in order to receive notification and also the previous webinars in your email. So today is a great topic. I really love to talk about client acquisition strategies because that was also my MBA thesis topic. So I really have great experience on that. And also I have given many 3 hours workshop on actually this topic. Totally recommend you to download the worksheet, vmentoring.com/client acquisition worksheet, and work with me every day with different client acquisition strategies. So why is it that so important? Let's discuss that today. Which are those 7 different client acquisition strategies that you can actually start implementing on your own without extra budget? Without extra money? They are self-promotion, which means that you can do them on your own anytime that you wish to just gain new clients and expand your client list. So 7 client acquisition strategies today as a topic, and let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. Are you here with me? Marcella, Elena, let me know. Maida, and also all of you, I would like to get to know you, where you're watching me from. My name is Virginia and I'm based in Athens, Greece. My MBA thesis was actually in client acquisition strategies for language professionals, for which I ran a qualitative survey. And I want to share with you all of my results of my survey. Let's start, and please use the comments, introduce yourself, and I have great questions I received from you via email. But of course, priority have your questions that you will say here in the comments. So you get my priority and my attention, and I will spend as much time as it's needed in order to answer all of your questions. Please download the worksheet. I'm going to share again the link here in order to be at the same page, all of us. And let me know, have you downloaded yet? If yes, have you taken any look on that yet? So today's topic, 7 self-promotion client acquisition strategies for language professionals that can actually be implemented by any freelancer. Hello, Maida. Hello, Elena. Hello, Barcelona. Elena, great. Sorry, I said Italy the other time. So I love Barcelona. I've been there. So thank you for joining me live, ladies. Have you downloaded the workbook so far? Have you done any exercise? So I'm sharing in the comments again the link in order for those that they haven't downloaded the worksheet to download it and work with me every day. So the upcoming days, let's share my screen to show you what we are going to see together. The upcoming days, this is the calendar. So we're on December 1st tomorrow. So today we're going to see an overview, why those are needed, which are those, have you ever used them? And then from tomorrow and until Friday, we are going to discuss all of them per day. So tomorrow, direct contact and networking, referral building and more, writing and public speaking on Wednesday. Thursday, promotional events and advertising. Friday, web strategy and inbound marketing. And of course, the Ask Me Anything Live that I always have surprises for you. I always address all of your questions, and definitely I'm going to share my own path and my own journey that brought me here. San Sebastian, Spain. Yes, I remember. Hello, Isabella. Hi, Virginia. Looking forward to knowing these new strategies. They're not quite new, all of those strategies, but might not have thought so far to implement them. So Isabella, let me know, and all of you, which is your best, for example, or if you think most efficient client acquisition strategy that you have implemented in order to get clients as a translator so far. Have you ever thought? So let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And I'm going right away to show you, okay, the workshop outline. And what we're going to see together, some of them that we have already worked on them. Definitely, I see that you're downloading the ebook. Great, because I really need you to work with me every day on those topics. So sharing my screen. Tap. Let's see. That's it. Present. So this is the workshop outline. Let me know if you see the slides. So since last week, we have worked on our SMART goals. And if you missed the actual live training, go back and watch it. I find it really, really important to have set the right basis, because if you do not have the right basis, then you cannot build, okay, up to them. And I have seen with my experience with my mentees that every time that the strategy doesn't work, and my mentees, they come to me with questions about their strategy and why they have no success with the messages they send on LinkedIn or the warm email marketing campaign that they've been running, is because most of the times, two are the main problems. Do you know what are those? Either we use the wrong message or we target the wrong market. So this is why we always, even if we've reached the point that we have learned how to actually implement a strategy, to create a strategy based on our own needs and our own clients, and on our own business model, we always, when we need to readjust something, come back to the basics, which are SMART goals, target market, client avatar. Okay? So this is why I'm always highlighting that you need to go back and watch the SMART goals training, the identify your ideal client, market training, which includes the avatar. You will find also the exercises in the worksheets, but definitely you need to watch the recording of the video, the training video beforehand. The personal branding and a strong foundation is what we discussed about, I think, not yesterday, on Saturday. So go back and watch it. Self-confidence skills. Why are they so important? Why do I include them here? Because based on the statistics, but also the survey that I didn't run for my MBA, when I had a question about what is the main obstacle that keeps you away from your business bliss, can you even imagine what was the most common answer from translators and language professionals that I received in the survey? What do you think? What is your main obstacle that keeps you away from your bliss? Please comment in the chats. I would love to know your opinion and in order to help you as well. So Maida says, I work mostly in interpreting since many years, and it's been mainly word to mouth, so plenty of room for improvement. Yes, word of mouth definitely used to work a lot in the past, and still nowadays, based on statistics, it's one of the most efficient ways to get clients. Yeah, Elena, confidence. You see, this is the answer. So what is the main obstacle that keeps you away from your business bliss? The most common answer I got with confidence, okay, lack of confidence was one of the most common. So lack of confidence is what keeps us away from our business bliss. And the second one that was also common and close to that was the actual the fact that we are introverts, so the lack of communication skills maybe. So this is why I always include things like that, how to boost your self-confidence, and you can go back and watch the recording, because if you have the confidence that is needed, you can always negotiate the rates that you want and you believe that you deserve. You can negotiate the payment terms, the terms and agreements with your clients. You can actually go and make that phone call or send that message that most of us, we keep to neglect or are afraid of doing so. So definitely a bit of mindset, which for me is 90% of the work, okay, is the mindset, the right mindset. So exercise like how to boost your self-confidence or how to actually become more extroverted, we can say, and get over limiting beliefs that they keeps us back from our growth, personal and professional, they're very, very important. So let's start. So you see here the first steps. So you need to create your SMART goals, go back, watch the training, download the ebook, and set your own SMART goals. Let me know if you have questions at info@vmentoring.com. Anytime you have any questions on those exercises, send me an email or just comment below my live videos, because I'm going to be with you every day, 7 p.m. Central European Time until December 15th. So take this opportunity for you. The personal branding, also go back, watch the recording, do the exercises in the ebook that you downloaded. Target market and client avatar, so important. Everything is based on the content that we include in the client avatar worksheet, okay? Self-confidence skills, it was in the first week, if I'm not mistaken, so you can go back and again watch that live. Several practical ways, because I'm always very interested in providing practical ways on actually how to boost your self-confidence. And then those are 2, 6, 7, self-promotion, without any more expenses from your side, client acquisition strategies. And we're going to cover all of those the upcoming days. Direct contact or direct outreach. You will see the exercise in the worksheet. Networking. It was, I think, the second most common answer in the survey that I did run on what is your most efficient way of getting clients. Networking is among of them. Referral building, it's so much important. So instead of waiting for word of mouth, why do not actually go and actively build our referral system? Okay, so I'm going to share those details with you. Public speaking and writing and publicity with specific steps that you need to take there. And actually, I can share with you my story, because many of you, they've been asking me about public speaking and how I'm so confident before a camera or actually speaking in front of a public. So I can tell you I'm like introvert, like you or I used to be. I was really afraid to give a presentation either offline or online. I remember my fingers trembling the first time that I gave my presentation at a conference in front of 300 people. So definitely it's something that if I did it, you can do it. And of course, promotional events and advertising, and have been using those with my own business in order to reach 5-figure invoices per month, and web strategy and inbound marketing, which is totally something I really want to talk to you. Introverts, yes, definitely. Self-limitation, yes, Maida, yes. Self-limitation, limiting beliefs, but also self-limitation, do you know where it comes from? Most probably from lack of confidence. Self-limitation would always be lack of confidence, or the fact that we think that we are introverts, or actually because we're actually introverts. But everything, either lack of confidence or the fact that we're introverts, we can work, okay, on that, and we can improve ourselves. We can become an improved, okay, person. So Maida, let me know, or Elena, which of the strategies you are going to implement, which of these do you think that they fit your personality? But stay with me, because every day we're going to see step by step how actually we can implement and create our strategy with specific steps, actionable steps to be taken in order actually to create your own strategy for your own business. Either you're an interpreter or translator, either your clients are in the US, Latin America, and Europe, those strategies are the same. You need to adjust some things, small things, depending on your own situation, but the overall idea and the strategy that we're going to talk about, it doesn't have any country or location limitation, either language combination limitation, and so on. It can be applied by anyone, any language professional, plus any solopreneur or service-based freelancer. Definitely, all of them, because I've been receiving your questions. I am based, for example, the US or Latin America. If I can implement, I can tell you that in my programs, half of my mentees, they're from the US or Latin America. Actually, in the mentoring program that I'm finishing this Wednesday, the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, I have 4 or 5 people from the US, Canada, and Latin America, Argentina, Colombia, North Carolina, Chicago, Panama, Toronto. So I have translators from all over the world, and those strategies, I can tell you from my experience that they work all over the world. And we have some advantage over our competitors, we can say, or other professions, because we can address our services all over the world. Our clients are everywhere if we provide online services and translations online. So definitely we can expand our outreach everywhere in the world. And those strategies are basically built in order to help us do that. So there is no location limitation. There is no limitation based on our language combination, or either if we're interpreters or translators. All of them can be applied to all such situations. So I'm going to stop sharing here. And I want to show you the worksheet because I really find it important for you to take a look since you have downloaded. Plus, you can watch the yesterday's live where I actually went through in many details to this 33 pages worksheet. Okay, 33 pages worksheet. And now I think you see, and these are the first pages. If you missed the first part, go back and set your own SMART goals. Okay, there's a goal setting worksheet you can use on your own or with your mentor. Module 2 is on target market, focus on client avatar. Module 3 is about personal branding and how to actually set your unique selling proposition, which is the most difficult branding item. And I get so many questions about how to actually define your unique selling proposition. Module 4, sales. Clients are everywhere, okay? Clients are everywhere. We need to set a strategy, to set up a strategy that works for us, both and our clients, so as to consistently get them, okay? Clients are everywhere. We need to just find where they hang out, our ideal clients, and start contacting them or let them know about our presence, okay? Our existence. Pricing, because you've been asking me, so I have included a module about pricing actually and a tool. And then module 6, and there you are going, page 14, to actually work with me tomorrow about direct outreach, okay? Is the exercise 6, 6.1, 6.2, and networking strategy tomorrow. So those are the both strategies we're going to work together, and the upcoming days, the next ones. So you most probably have seen what we're going to work together if you have downloaded the worksheet. So let me know if you have any questions on how we're going to work together. Definitely you need to have printed or have next to you the client acquisition worksheet so as to do the exercises together. And it's a great opportunity for you to have me with you, because for like half an hour, 40 minutes, I'm with you to ask me anything and actually implement the exercises together. And if you have any questions, reach me out via email or join me live every day at 7 p.m. Central European Time. I can't wait, says Elena. Thank you, Elena, for being here with me. You're welcome. Definitely next day, tomorrow, direct outreach, which is the most common way to get clients, like warm email, direct mail. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. And networking, because it's the second most common answer to the surveys on how translators, they get their clients. Let me know if you have any questions. Please download this worksheet. And I'm going to answer one question that I got really important on my email yesterday from Vivian. And thank you, Vivian, for your question. I hope that you've joined me live. If you haven't, you will receive the recording via email. So you need to register here in the link, vmentoring.com/30day-live, so as to receive the emails and have access even after the finish of those lives. So definitely I recommend you to listen to those questions, because most of you you have the same questions. So I might answer some questions that you might already have, and I'm going to address Vivian's question right away. Okay. Find it. So Vivian asked me about how actually to identify your niche and your target market, even if you are a starting out translator with no experience at all. Okay. So you can go back and what's the identify your target market. If you want, for example, more in detail answer where I cover all the stages, either you are a starting out translator or a more experienced translator and you want actually to identify your niche and your target market. So Vivian says, however, I have a question. Thank you for sharing your insights about translation as a whole. Your tips are really helpful. Thank you, Vivian. I have a question for which I have not yet had an answer, and I was wondering whether you could help me with that. It's about choosing a niche, okay? A field to specialize in. Is it possible to choose a specialization when you have no background in anything else apart translation and languages? Yes, of course, it's the short answer, and I'm going to explain that. Because there is a common mistake, if we can say, belief that we need to have any other experience in any other field in order to become specialized, or we need to have a second degree in order to be called specialized translators, which is totally not the truth. Actually, it would be better or easier to be called specialized, for example, in physics, or as a technical translator, if we had any degree in any, for example, technical experience background, like if we have any degree in physics and so on, or for example, if we're doctors, like we can be called specialized translators in medicine, or if we're lawyers, we can be called specialized translators into law and legal translations. But yet, why someone to study law or to study medicine if they want to become translators, okay? I understand that if you have such a background, it makes your life easier because you have the background in order to provide good translation, plus you need linguistic skills. So it's not only the background that it makes you a good translator, it's also the combination with translation and linguistic skills. This is something that we really have to understand. Definitely having a background with a combination of good translation and linguistic skill is the best option. But again, I didn't have any other background when I started out as a translator. And I do not have any other degree as a first degree other than my MA in translation. And because of that, I'm also a certified translator here in Greece. So I started out with my MA in translation, okay? But how I started to become specialized, because you cannot be called specialized from the start of your career. But you need to have in mind when you start out that at some point, you need to choose a path and you need to be called specialized. So you choose the projects specifically in a specific direction in order in the future to become specialized as translator. But in the beginning, especially if you do not have any other background, and if you have studied translation or linguistics, it's something that you will figure out in the future. And in the beginning, there are some tips that I can give you that can help you to choose specialization. So, for example, the courses that I've taken during my studies, they helped me to choose a path. And also the goal that I had. So, for example, I knew that I didn't like medical translation, or I prefer, for example, technical translation. And also the BA thesis that my dissertation topic also was a reason why I was chosen as a candidate to my first in-house position, because my thesis, my dissertation was, I think it was a technical translation of a manual that hadn't been translated before in Greek from French about, it was about, I cannot recall the name. Elena says, I used Trados 2019. Okay, I will cover that in a bit, Elena. Thank you for your question. About diesel engines. So my dissertation topic it was from French into Greek, translation of a manual, okay, of diesel engines. And the in-house position was in aerospace, defense, military review. Okay, so you can imagine the relation of my BA thesis dissertation with the first in-house position that I got. So you do not need to be specialized from the beginning. What you need to have into mind is that you, at some point, you need to be specialized as translator in order to increase your productivity and actually to be called an expert in the future and to win over your competitors, as a specialized translator can be found easier by your client, and actually charge higher and find better paying projects and so on. There are many, many advantages into that. So definitely what I suggest you is, if you do not have any background, you want to find your specialization, to choose the fields that you really felt confident and easy to translate during your studies at the university based on the courses that you've taken. Then from the first projects that you start undertaking, which projects do you really enjoy translating? Do you really like translating? Which projects do you get better feedback from others, which means that you are good at? And of course, to make a market research to find out where is a gap in the market, what actually translation fields and specialization they are in high demand right now. So 3 are the main aspects you need to take into consideration. Either you are a starting out translator or a restarting out translator in order to choose your specialization. What are you really good at translating? What you really enjoy, love translating, and what the market needs right now. Okay, those are the 3 aspects. If you have no background specialization, you can have an idea from the courses that you've undertaken during your studies, but also you can take CPD courses and actually get feedback from your PM, project managers, to the first project that you are going to deliver, okay, as a starting out translator. I hope that my answer has helped you, Vivian. But in any case, you can definitely book a call with me in any time if you have more questions that you would like me to address during the lives, or if you would like to learn more about your business, if you have questions and so far. So vmentoring.com/call to book a call with me, free of charge, okay? No string attached, to ask me anything about your business and the translation in general. So Elena says, I used Trados 2019 and I feel like I'm getting used to it and I kind of like it now, definitely, but most professionals will tell me to switch to MemoQ. Why is that? Do you think the same? So Elena, why do you hear and listen to other professionals instead of other clients? So I would definitely go for my clients and what my clients really demand and require for me to have. So for example, here in Greece, Trados is the most common CAT tool that is required, while MemoQ, I know that other professionals and other colleagues, they say it's easier and is the best CAT tool, but if your clients do not require that, why to use it? Again, it's up to you. You can download the trial and see which CAT tool really works best for you. So Elena says, I'm asking because I was thinking of getting the intermediate certification for Trados, since I have the beginner, but I have been recommended differently so many times. Depends on who recommends that to you and what is the purpose, why you need, and what do you mean recommended differently? So no, in your case, if you really enjoy it, go and get that, okay? Certification, they're definitely a large market, part of the market that they use Trados, okay, both companies and professionals. MemoQ is a great tool. I've had that too. I don't use it. I use Trados, but I would love to use it. I would love to have the time to actually learn it as well and work fast. Why not? If I was able to learn all the CAT tools and to be able to have an overall idea of how most common CAT tools work, that would be for me the ideal situation. But make sure and understand why you use CAT tools, okay, to make your life easier. You do not need to overthink on those things. You need to have to translate fast, okay, to use the CAT tool so as to deliver high quality projects and to have a great translation memory. So for me, it depends always on the reason why you use those CAT tools. Definitely, if you're into those CAT tools and you really enjoy, why not try MemoQ? And let me know also. I would love to know your opinion, Elena. If you're going to use a trial of MemoQ, let me know how does it go. But definitely I know other translators that they're really into CAT tools, that they use both or maybe 3 of them. So definitely if you want to try them, it's up to you. But I wouldn't take into consideration other professionals rather than other clients. So my clients and what my clients use. What CAT tools do they ask me for? Yes, I feel the same way. I like Trados, so I don't really want to change right now. Thank you, Virginia. You're welcome. But definitely you can make a try if you want to try MemoQ, if you have the time to experiment and see how it works. Maybe you'll decide to change or not, but at least you would have tried that. So you won't remain with a question in your mind. Thank you, all of you, for being here with me, 34 minutes already. Download the worksheets to work with me tomorrow. Direct outreach and networking, for me, I think the most, I love them. That's the 2 ways that I constantly use in order to get clients, and I really want to show you how you can do it. Join me tomorrow, 7 p.m. YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn to answer all of your questions about direct outreach and networking. Download the worksheet so as to stay with me at the same path, okay? And to do the exercise together so as to get the chance to ask me anything. But anytime you can send me your questions, okay, about the client acquisition strategies, which is the topic of the upcoming days. at info@vmentoring.com. And of course, next topic is LinkedIn. As a translation, Maida says, and conference interpreter, I think it's positive to be diversified. In the selling proposition, would you include both things, or is it better to focus only in one? Yeah, what are the two things that you would like? Both things as what? As translator and conference interpreter? I always suggest to such question, Maida, to think about your audience and to think about what clients do you want to attract right now. Do you think that you will find more conference interpreting clients right now, or translation clients? So it's up to our goal. And this is why we always start with our goals. What do we want to achieve through branding? What do we want to achieve through those client acquisition strategies? Who is our target market? Who is our ideal client? What services will they ask from us? So whenever you're going to use this unique selling proposition, you might have to use differently. So for example, if you're going to shake your hand to a person that you want to promote yourself as a conference interpreter, then you will use a unique selling proposition based on conference interpreting background of yours. But if you are, for example, in a translation event and you want to promote yourself as a translator, you can have a unique selling proposition for translator. You can definitely create one with both and send me, okay, or comment below in order to give you my feedback. But you cannot go in that depth by having both of them. I've seen other translators that they use both of them, so either conference interpreters and translators in one unique selling proposition, but make sure that that fits also on your headline on LinkedIn. My best strategy on that is to have two, or focus at least to one of them, basically, to explain one of them in our unique selling proposition and to fit it in our headline or LinkedIn or wherever online we're going to do our campaign to actually attract our ideal clients. Because this is why we're creating unique selling proposition, especially nowadays. With COVID, we cannot attend live events. So basically what you're going to use with the unique selling proposition, you're going to use it online, either on your LinkedIn, your website, as a title under your name, on your online profiles, on your pros profile, everywhere. So definitely make sure that the length of that unique selling proposition is the right, with a characters number, to use it on LinkedIn, pros, and everywhere that you're going to use it as a title. Make sure that it's a 10-second introduction of yours and your background. And always, always, for everything that you're going to create online, make sure that you have in mind the reader of that, okay, and your audience, who is going to read it, to whom you are going to address that message. Because why we create this content, why we create our unique selling proposition, in order to reach our audience, to make sure they understand what we do, and actually to choose us over our competitors for that specific service that we provide. I hope that I have answered your question. I love your question, definitely. Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you so much, Maida, for both of the questions. Take this opportunity to ask me anything during the upcoming days. And if I am not covering the right way during the live, reach me out definitely to book a call with me or via email. I would definitely like to discuss it further if you think that I haven't covered your questions so far. So Maida, let me know if I have answered your question. Elena, thank you for your question as well. Let me know if you have any more questions for me. And thank you, Isabella, for being here live. Thank you, Viviane, for your question in my email. You're welcome, Elena. See you tomorrow. I hope to see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central European Time, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and in about 20 minutes, I'm going live on Instagram to have a Q&A session there. So if you have an Instagram, it's at virginia.katsimbiri. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here live with me, and gentlemen. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Actually, we're getting into the client acquisition strategy. I will help you to create your client acquisition strategy plan and actually get your ideal clients. Even from now, the next year, upcoming year, it's in 1 month from now. Have a great evening, wherever you are, or day. Here it's almost 9 p.m. You're welcome, Isabella. See you tomorrow. Thank you, ladies. Perfect. Thank you, says Maida. Thank you, all of you. Bye-bye for now, and see you tomorrow, 7 p.m.